So I gotta ask you this question, how many of you tried insoles? And you're like, oh man, I've gotten the floppy thing and the wacky thing and the weird thing, and really, quite frankly, none of them work, and some of them you have to cut and trim to fit into your shoe, and there's such a pain. And then there is this, the ComfyWalk. Now it's very interesting because I've seen Adam present these, I've seen Guy talk about these, I have these, and I love them. Absolutely changes how your body, your hips, your knees, your legs feel. If you have no arch or high archers or regular arches, if you walk at all, if you even run, they are going to reduce dramatically the impact of that effect. Now, a lot of people say, oh, that's fine if I got tennis shoes on, but guess what? You can even wear these with pumps, high heels, to give your legs incredible relief. And like I said, I love them. Now, here's what we've done tonight that I think is really interesting. We have two choices. We've got the women's size, and again, it's basically you buy the women's, they're going to fit basically everybody. There's no trimming, there's no cutting, nothing you have to do. You slip them in your shoes, couldn't be easier. But tonight we also have the men's, so you have the women's or the men's to pick from. I think this is an amazing gift to give anybody who is on their feet. I don't care if it's 5 minutes or 55 hours straight. This is such a big game changer. Well, I'm gonna get Matthew Peters out here with me because not only is he a registered nurse, he's all about health and fitness, and it's good to see you again.
So good to see you.
Okay, so I gotta tell you, me, Adam, Guy, all of us, we said, oh my gosh, I never not use them once you start using them.
Don't forget me, and what a great pick this was. So I want to tell everybody right now, I'm here because this has literally changed my life as well. So what we're talking about now is every step you take, your body's going through a little bit of punishment, a little bit of abuse. The older you get, what I noticed, Suzanne, is that I love to walk my dogs, walking up and down hills on the sidewalks and things like that. You don't have that stability, you don't have that support. I tried all the insoles that I could find, never had anything like ComfyWalk, because what ComfyWalk has done is given me things that I've been looking for. The antimicrobial, so I don't have to worry about the odor.
Doesn't stink.
It gives me that heel cup, so it gives me that next level comfort, so it supports me and cradles my feet with each and every step. It has a material called Optron that gives you that shock absorption. I was looking for that too. Optron you can only find here. The other thing I wanted is something that was easy to use. Yes. Something that gave me arch support. Something that could support that. This has
unbelievable arch support
in it. It's insane.
Yeah.
So I needed all of those things. I couldn't find it anywhere else. What I loved about ComfyWalk when I got it is I didn't have to cut anything. I could just put it in my shoe. As soon as I got these in my shoes and took that first walk with my dogs, I didn't have to worry about getting home and then later feeling guilty about not walking my dogs.
Right, right.
So it made all the difference. It really changed everything. You see that on your screen right now. This is actually accepted ComfyWalk, that is, by the National Association of Podiatrists. That's a big deal. They don't just do that willy-nilly, everybody. So this is a great pick, and I'm gonna tell you, you were talking about like Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
I've already given ComfyWalks away to my mom. She could wear high heels again, finally. You can fit these in every shoe. She can get that arch support in her high heels. And my sister does a lot of walking. She's been thanking me for the last several weeks because it hasn't been the same.
If you've got a job where you stand on your feet all day, like if you're at a cash register or you're at a retail establishment, it's a game changer. And you'll feel it the instant you put it in. You go, oh my gosh, you even feel the position of your knees and your ankles feel better and feel different. Now, here's the problem you'll have, and I swear to this. You'll get one pair and you'll start using it, and then you go, oh my God, I love them so much. So every morning, you're taking them out of that pair of tennis shoes and you're putting them in the loafers, or then you're putting them in your ballet flats, or you're putting them into another shoe. Here's what I'm gonna recommend. Because we have a special price, it is a today's special for one day only, and it's only available right now, I would think about getting multiple pairs. And I don't say that about everything I sell on the air. I usually say, well, get it, you'll like it. The chopper and this, I would get multiple pairs, I really would. Because it's so simple to do, but it's a pain in the you-know-what, pulling it out of your shoes every morning to switch your shoes, because once you start using them, Matthew, you don't want to be without them. That's what I discovered.
Yeah, it's about the easiest thing. We had such a good conversation before the show earlier, and I was just excited because you were so excited about ComfyWalk because you love it. And I'm like, yes, this is going to go so well. It's going to show everybody. I cannot convey how important it is to get the right material. So when I mentioned that material called Optron, I want to show you this. this stack of insoles here is something that you might find one of these in a drugstore. You might try one of all of these. They might give you arch support in one. They might give you antimicrobial in another. You can't fit that in the shoe. That's going to cost you a fortune. Like you said, this is all you need, the ComfyWalk. The material is called Optron, everybody, and I'm going to show you a quick demonstration. This is a proprietary material that is in your ComfyWalk when you get this home. And it's only in ComfyWalk. And so I'm going to do this. It's not a rubber ball that bounces. So watch this. See how that just stays? So I'm going to drop it and it stays right on where it is. It's almost like a magnet. That is what is in here. Because if you have that under your feet, that's shock absorption. That means that that is sending all of that negative pressure right back to the ground and keeping it there. It's not rebounding back up through your feet. That's why you feel so good. That's why I feel so good. Get this home, everybody, because when you slip these in your shoes, I guarantee you, you're going to feel amazing. It really is emotional for me because I know as we coming, the next couple of months, it's coming fast. So we're talking about holiday season and everything else. You need to feel energized. You need to feel great. The only way you're going to do that when you get on your shoes in the morning and go out and do your thing is if you have something in there that's going to support you. You need that shock absorption, that stability, and that arch support. You have to.
And it's unlike any other insole you've ever tried. I'm telling you, and it's so simple. I wrote down, I love the simplicity and one size for everyone. You'll at first you'll be like, oh, I just stick them in there, and like that's all you do. You don't have to cut, you don't have to trim, you don't have to shove, you don't have to. You know when you take your shoe off and you have some other insoles and they get all gripped up on it, and then you're like, I got to stick my hand in there and flatten it out. You do nothing. You put them in and you walk away. Here's the other thing that I love, Matthew, that you bring us is even if you have not worn a pump in a really long time, welcome your other shoes back into your wardrobe because I love this demo.
Yeah.
And it really shows how effective it is.
I know. I did a little spoiler alert earlier with the high heels, but ladies, your high heels, they are something that they're a necessity, but you want to feel comfortable. You spend a lot of money on high heels, you want them to be comfortable. Your high heels come with an insole, and I'm actually going to switch on dress here if I could. This is your high heel as it comes out of the factory with a factory insole, if you could even call it that. All the pressure is at the bottom of Andressa's foot. There is literally no arch support here, and this is wobbly so that when she walks, and I know you guys are experts at walking, you ladies with your high heels, and you can keep that stability, but listen, it's so uncomfortable and makes the steps punishing. Let's take a look at ComfyWalk, because this is how Andressa's going to walk. She's going to walk heel to toe, heel to toe. That's going to punish every step if she's not careful. So look at this right here. So I'm going to tip your foot back a little bit, Andressa. This here underneath, that material, this is Kevlar. That's that arch support. Kevlar is in rockets that go to the moon or go to space, right? So that is going to support you whether you're 100 pounds or 400 pounds. It's got your arch support. And the other thing is here, her foot is nice and cradled in this heel cup. So she has that stability with each step. And look at that, all the way down, it's taking that pressure, so much less pressure on the ball of her foot. And you know how much difference that makes with every step? Just to get that, Suzanne, just to be able to wear your favorite shoes and to feel good about doing it. That's what ComfyWalk does. Any shoe, we mean it. Just get it home. Pick men or women, get it home, slip it in your shoes, and just start feeling better instantly. That's all.
Well, I'll tell you something else is really cool, because the last time I saw you, last time we've done it, we did not have our extended return policy. So this is the best time to try something you doubt here at HSN. It might be the Air Ram, or it might be the Choppers coming up, or it might be these, because we're used to all of this, and you could spend $20, $30 for just, look at this little flat thing. What is this possibly doing for you in your shoe? And yet we spend $29.95 on it, right? Or you try these, and I'm telling you, it is an absolute game changer. It is different than any other insole you've ever tried. So if you walk a little or you walk a lot, if you stand a little or you're even running, this is going to completely change how your legs, your ankles, your knees, your hips feel. Even your back changes. And you can feel it the instant you put it in.
Everything changes. And when you're walking and you feel a little bit wobbly, and I'm going to mosey on here to show everybody the secret sauce. You know, each step that you take, and I know this myself, when I put something in that works, and I was looking for all of those features, I wanted that support, it really changed it. It really gave me that energy after my walk. It's going to do the same thing for you, everybody. And this is kind of how everything is broken down. And what I want you to really zone in on here is that this is patented for a reason. listen, ComfyWalk is a very unique product, and there's a lot of science that goes into this 6-in-1 benefits. So all of those things that you're holding up, Suzanne, we don't need to get all that. All we need is ComfyWalk, because it's going to give you the antimicrobial benefits right here, so you don't have to worry about that odor problem in your shoes. It's going to give you that Optron in several different places. And again, that Optron is going to reduce that negative pressure from walking and running or jogging or anything else. You have that heel cup right here. That's absorbing shock in that heel cup. That's that next level deep cushion comfort. That gives you that stability, Suzanne. It's absolutely incredible. And I cannot emphasize enough this Kevlar in the arch support. So that is no small potato here. When we walk around, whether you have, and here's what I want to say too. Don't watch this right now and think, I need flat feet to get a pair of ComfyWalks.
Right.
If you have flat feet, if you have high arches, it doesn't matter. This is going to be perfect for all foot types, all shoes. And again, I'm going to repeat this one more time as we look, or I'll repeat it again, as we look at high heels with Andressa and things like that. It doesn't matter if you have an insole from the factory, it's not going to work. It's not going to give you these benefits. And you absolutely need an insole that functions properly in your shoes. It's not an option anymore. It really is mandatory, but you need the right one. And that's why this is done so well. I know that we just got them back in quantity. I'm so excited because everybody gets a chance.
Well, here's what happened is this, I am telling you, it is sold out. Every single time we air these, they sell out. And people come back and they're buying extra ones. Because again, once you try one, you're like, oh, really? It's sort of a bother to take them out of your shoes every day and switch your shoes out. So I would recommend with our 5 Flex tonight to get them home and get a couple sets. They make a great gift idea. I know at first glance you go, really? I'm gonna give somebody an insole for gift? But because they're so dramatically different than any of the stuff you bought at the drugstores out there, it really makes a great gift. But most importantly, it's a gift you give yourself. And what's super cool is that extended return policy. I just wanted to finish the thought, because I got a lot of thoughts tonight, of course, I always do. You have until the end of January to test these. You can wear them and wear them and wear them. You know what I found? I've worn mine constantly, right?
Constantly.
They don't even break down, they don't crush, which is interesting. All these other ones really break down too quick, and they start that if they give you any ankles or any arch support, it's gone. But here you have until the end of January. If you don't absolutely love these, I mean, if you're not telling people at the copy machine about them at work the next day, then send them back. But right now is the perfect time to test them, because we give you until the end of January to wear them. We never do that. Last time you were on, guess what? You had 30 days to figure it out. Now you have to the end of January. So I think it's the perfect product at the perfect time to really make your life better. And I really, that's a great gift when you can actually make someone's life feel better.
And I have a better idea. You know what? You can't take care of other people if you don't take care of yourself first.
That's true.
Get yourself a pair of ComfyWalks, everybody. Try them for a week. Then you'll be exactly sure of one of the Christmas gifts or one of the holiday gifts that you're going to get for everybody. I just took off my shoe, and I've had this in there. I want you to notice somebody. You said you wear yours all the time?
Yeah.
All right, here's a brand new ComfyWalk, and here's the one I've been wearing. You notice that the only thing that kind of wore down is the lettering. Everything else is perfect. It's just perfect like the day I put it in. And that's what I want everybody to really realize, is that this is all I'm doing, everybody. I'm taking my shoe and I'm just slipping it right in there and getting it right in the back, and then I put on my shoe, and that's it. That's all you have to do. So yes, when I get up, and sometimes if I want to go play golf and I'll have to switch my ComfyWalks from one pair of shoe to another, it does take me a few seconds, but I do prefer to have multiple pairs for multiple shoes.
I
You're
agree.
absolutely right.
Yeah, because you know what'll happen, you'll be in a real hurry and just like throw a pair of shoes on, and then you know what's really funny? You'll have been wearing them, you know, half hour ago, but you switch shoes to go out to dinner and you forget, and then you take that first step and you're like, oh, that's right, I don't have my ComfyWalks in. And you'll know it. It is wild how different your legs, your ankles, your hips, your back feel when you just switch to these. Now, again, if you can, it's been such a fun night. I'm glad you're having a good time with us. If you can, go to hsn.com. You jump to the front of the line, you get these. We finally have them back in stock. And please remember, they sell out every single time we air them. In fact, it was funny. I was like, I want ComfyWalk. And they're like, all right, since you're at midnight, you're going to get them. Now, I don't know what's going to happen to the rest of the day, because I bet you, Adam, I bet you some other people have it in their show.
I remember when this first rolled out and all the hosts were like, let me get a pair, let me get a pair, and we didn't know if we had enough pairs to go around, right? So,
right.
I mean, that's how this is. Once you get them in your shoes and you try them, especially if they're high heels, because again, we're walking like this. We're walking heel to toe, heel to toe. So look at Andressa's high heel here. She has the heel cup stability. So this is what you have, is this deep heel cup. So in her high heels, she has that nice stability. She has a beautiful arch support. And so what
Can you show her before?
Yeah.
Because this really, we'll show you the other foot in the same exact position. Look at that. No wonder our feet are killing us in a pump.
Suzanne, great point. 'Cause
you can't hear her because she's way up near the rafters, but she's up there. She goes, oh yes, like this foot is killing her. This foot is not killing her.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is, you took the words right out of my mouth, Suzanne. In this shoe here, you see that Andressa has kind of a high arch a little bit. So she has a healthy arch, put it that way. But her ComfyWalk is working perfectly in the other shoe. It's supporting that arch with that Kevlar material. Again, super strong. It's not going anywhere. And she has the weight distributed a lot more evenly and a lot more comfortably. And all it took was a few seconds just to slip these into her high heels.
You know what I found interesting too? Because look at this design, guys. You would think you'd feel this end.
Yeah.
Like you think, well, it doesn't have to go all the way in my shoe like these horrible, very expensive ones, right? You don't. You do not feel this ridge at all. And I thought that was really interesting in the patent, that you don't feel it, because I thought you would.
Well, listen, everybody.
See what I'm talking about right here?
The creator of this product, his name's George Hene, he's a friend of this network, and we know this, right, Suzanne?
Yes.
So this design is patented very specially. We went to the monitor and we showed how everything is kind of layered with those 6 benefits, and we'll do that again. But the thing that we really want to focus on here is that you don't need a design that is a giant design that you kind of have to cut, or how does it fit in your shoe, and forget about high heels and pumps and things like that. This is the design that you need. It's proven. If it wasn't, these folks, everybody, and I'm going to tell you this, I have a background in the medical industry from my previous life. They do not do this if they do not believe in the product. So,
and it's accepted by the American Podiatric Medical Association, in case you can't see that.
Yeah, that is the Association of Podiatrists. So this is what they specialize in, and this is what they do. And here is why. It's because, first of all, if it's easy to use, you're going to use it. You can slip this into your shoe in 2 seconds. You're going to get the odor relief with the antimicrobial, the Optron material, and remember that ball, and I'll drop it again when I get up there, but do you want that to kind of bounce and go through your body with each step, or would you prefer it to just stay right here where it belongs? That's what this does. That material, that Optron shock absorption material, you're only going to get it here. That's the only place in the world this exists. That's how important that is. And again, the arch support with the Kevlar and that heel cup, that next level comfort is so very important. I have kind of like narrow ankles, so when I walk, if I'm tired, then that stability goes, especially if it's an uneven turf. This fixes that for me, everybody. It is indescribable unless you do it yourself. And I'll give you a quick analogy. If you're walking on the beach, or you're walking up to the beach, and then all of a sudden you switch to the sand, how difficult is it to navigate and balance on sand? It's kind of like being on sand, and then all of a sudden when you have your ComfyWalks and you try them out for the first time, you're on that flat, firm ground, and you're comfortable.
Yeah, that's right. You want to show the ball one more time? Yeah.
So again, if this ball bounced, this is Optron, if it bounced back up to my hand, that means that every bit of pressure is going to come right back up into your shoe.
The impact is shooting up into your body.
That impact is coming up. But this Optron, again, folks, it stays right down. It's almost like a magnet right down to the ground. And that means that all of that shock is going to be absorbed right in your ComfyWalks, right where it belongs.
And I think you'll love the simplicity like I do. You don't have to figure out a size. All you're doing is you choose women's or men's. One size fits everybody. So don't worry, you don't have to worry. It's so simple, and you throw it in your shoe and boom. And I will tell you, the minute you put it on, you 300%, you notice the difference. You're just like, oh my gosh, like my feet are just fitting differently than ever before. And I know you're gonna love them, guys. I picked it as my today's special. I couldn't believe they're giving me my own today's special. I was like, well, let's pick this. And again, I did it because there's so many of us, including, I've seen Adam talk about it, Guy just goes on and on, they both do. And I do too, and I love these, and I'm so glad you're gonna try them tonight. All right, we gotta wrap it up. Thanks, Matthew.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you as always.
You too.
Are we heading on?